Greetings in the name of the Most High Yah. It's King Yedaya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And I'm gonna break down a trade I'm taking on Gbpusd, and I'm gonna do some, well, just my analysis of the whole market in general concerning this US dollar and the stock market and stuff like that, right? So I think maybe I should go to, let's look at AMD, right? And just looking today at how we had, well, yesterday we had this sell-off, right? Then today we bounced up, and then we had this it's kind of like a sideways kind of movement, right? Also look at Nvidia. It's the same kind of compression happening. It's a kind of sideways day. We had a little pop-up, but it ended up just bouncing back and forth, right? Also, Apple trended towards more of the downside. So I drew like this channel. Excuse me. I drew this channel of how price action is moving, right? So we had this down day, then we had this kind of bounce effect moving down, and actually, just looking at the chart, Apple has, like, it's given this hint of direction, you know. So looking at AMD, excuse me, this choppy day, Nvidia, this choppy kind of day after this move down, and then we had the US dollar is back at this support level right here, right? And I'm thinking just because we had this little bounce right here, right? We had good volume, and this is my quantum trading. Let me see what exactly. So it's called quantum trend monitor. Excuse those I know that's kind of loud, but that's my alerts and stuff on let me turn that volume down. That's my alerts on TradingView. So where was I? Right. So it's called the quantum trend monitor. So it has this Wyckoff theory built into it as to how a trend is developing, if it's developing into, it's getting bullish or it's getting bearish, right? So I have it set where the light blue is bullish and the purple is bearish, right? And those transitional colors like blue and dark blue is kind of transitioning in between those. So excuse me. And the yellow line is the trend line, right? So it follows the trend, and this white dotted cross right here, that's the mean, right? So you could tell it's bearish right now, but as you can see, it's bouncing, right? And it shows on the chart where we're getting this little bounce. So this is not really like a 50% retracement yet, but it's different price action from anything we've seen recently after this sell-off. We had this bounce up, opened here, came back down, retest, and we bounced right back up. When the dollar gets strong, the market is going to sell off, right? And what is Apple suggesting right now? And Apple has a big chunk, of the QQQs, right, and the SPY and all that. So it's heavily weighted in that those indexes, right? And let's see. Even this, like, this is how we're closing, right? AMD, Semiconductors, the tech sector, right? Let me make that bigger. How did we close? We closing at lows with wicking out pushing to the downside. Nvidia, let's see what Nvidia has. Big down candle and this doji to the downside, right? So we didn't close near no highs. We're pushing lower into the close, right? So back to the US dollar. If this, well, what I'm thinking is this US dollar is going to reclaim this level. It's going to reclaim. I have a little fib line here, is the 61% retracement. It's going to reclaim that, like overnight. We're going to get that bounce up to that, I don't think it's gonna be resistance. I think we're gonna push through because a lot of volume is coming in, and I think we're gonna push through, right? And we're gonna start, the dollar is gonna start reclaiming like some of this. Let's see if I could use one of these. Right, maybe this. So I think we're gonna start getting these bounces. It might pull back a little bit. And I don't think it's even gonna do that. I think we're gonna push through. We're gonna get a little pullback, and it's just gonna go up. This is what I think is gonna happen, right? I gotta learn how to use that better. All right, that's enough. All right, get out of here. Right, so this is my thesis, right? So what I did was I looked at GBP/USD, and I took, it's only a 0.02 lot size, like really small, because I'm thinking I'm gonna try and use this as a swing trade. So as the trade develops, I'm gonna add to the position, right? But I think this GBP/USD, look at this chart pattern right here. I think we're gonna get this pushback to these levels at least. And I think we're even gonna break down past these levels as the dollar gains strength. I think we're gonna come back to these levels. And I have this this is another it's another quantum, excuse me. It's another quantum volume at price, quantum volume point of control indicator. That one, this is this right here. Let me see. Mute it, it goes away, comes back, goes away, right? So you see those levels, right? So this is the volume point of control. All of this is where the volume is happening right here. So why aren't we pushing up? Every time we hit this volume point of control, we get in selling. We push up again, we're still here. And now we're pushing down. So I'm thinking, let's see, let's go up to a higher time frame. So you see what that looks like, what that pattern looks like. And that's like on a higher time frame, like this is my 5-minute pattern to enter in any reversal. Stuff like this, wick rejections, volume point of control is right here. And this is another volume point of control indicator. So I have two of them. This creates value area highs and value area lows, but I wouldn't get into all of that. I think I talked about that in another video. And the volume point of control on this one is here right now. And when it's on the 1 hour chart, the volume point of control of the quantum indicator comes down to this level. And we're already showing rejection around this area. So I think we're definitely gonna pull back to here at least. And that's gonna be, let's see. My entry is at 1.24. Wait, hold on. 1.24762, somewhere around there. So let's see. Use this measuring tool, and coming back to here is at least 133 pips, right? And then to my target price, if it does break those lows, it's gonna be $245 pips. So, oh man. So I think we're definitely gonna get some kind of rejection here, and I'm willing to just enter right now. It's kind of early. We haven't even jumped into the Asian. Well, we just did. It's 5 o'clock here. So we're in the Asian session now. And I really think we're going to start getting this breakdown. Let's go down to a 5-minute chart. And that's what it's looking like. I think that's good money right there. And on the US chart, let's see, go down to the 5-minute. Now if you look at this, right, this pattern right here, this is what you call a reversal pattern. This is how you want to see your reversal. Like what they're looking for in the stock market right now, they want the SPY or the Q to do something like this. This is when you get this, you call this like accumulation at the bottom, right? Instead of just popping up right here and just going right back up, it usually fails and comes right back down. But when you get this sideways movement and then you start getting this breakout, that's when I think that's part of the Wyckoff theory, you know, it's the accumulation and distribution phase. And this to me is a textbook accumulation phase, right? And we'll see if my theory is right, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we push back up to the 50% fib and, you know what I mean? It should work out, but we'll see, you know? It's just a matter of opinion. I'm sure people have way different opinions and they're going to be putting money to work with their opinions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just taking a real small lot size, so I'm plankton out here with these big whales, you know what I'm saying? This is a real small lot size and I plan to add to it, but I'm just getting my feet wet here with this trade. I think this trade is going to pan out. And if we do get this flush down tomorrow, which I think is going to happen, because I think overnight the stock, the US dollar is going to start moving up, and we're definitely going to start getting some movement downwards, especially on let me see the futures. Right, so this is what the futures chart is looking like. And I think we're going to get, like, look at these big rejections right here. I think we're going to get this flush down. And I'm going to keep an eye on this during the night, during the evening, and see what it's looking like. Alright, y'all, it's your boy King Yedia, aka King Solomon. This is my GBP, USD, US dollar, stock market, technical analysis. It's all in one, you know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all trade safe and stay blessed.